How has Parkinson's affected you in your overall state?
Um, I think I've learned to appreciate things a lot more, understand what some people sometimes go through.
Okay. And how has it complicated your life?
Um, Probably mostly mentally because sometimes it's difficult to accept that you're not going to get any better having a progressive disease and that it's out of your control.
Yeah. How have you noticed any changes in your physical or mental? If so, what?
In my mental, I've noticed hardly any changes. I'm very blessed with the people that surround me, family, friends, relatives. And physical, it's changed that sometimes I have involuntary movement, and or my body doesn't react as fast as I want it to, or do the things that I want it to do.
Yeah. So, what was the first symptom you noticed, and what age were you?
Um, I noticed the first symptom, I guess, was something internal in my head. I don't know how to explain it, but I was probably about 45 years old, 44, 45,
And how old are you now again?
49.
Okay. Being a victim of young onset Parkinson's disease can be hard. How have you learned to cope with that?
I have a great support team behind me.
Yeah. What is one thing you were able to do that you can no longer do or accomplish in since your journey?
Control my movements.
Okay. Has anyone in your family had Parkinson's before you? If so, who and what is your experience with them?
Yes, my mother. She had it for approximately 20 years and passed away from it at the age of 60. It's a very hers was mistreated, therefore it was devastating to watch the progress.
And how important is it to have a support group for you?
Very important. That's the reason why I continue to want to
Keep going.
keep going. Yes.
For you, what is the hardest thing you've had to overcome during your journey with this disease?
Um, I guess the acceptance, because um, it, like I said, it's out of my control. It's something that I cannot control, and it's not like pain. You could go through it. You do have a lot of pain sometimes, but you can block it out. And this, you can't block it out. It's there.
Yeah. So, what are some healthy ways or activities you do to cope with PD? That can be walking around or going to
I try
sessions.
not to stay still for very long, whether I'm just moving my hands, my fingers, anything, to try to be as most constant movement as possible. Um, but the movement that I want, not the involuntary movement that the disease
Yes.
causes.
And you have treatment for that?
Yes.
How have you felt since your treatment?
I think I'm doing better.
That's good.
Actually, it's proven I'm doing better. Since the treatment started, I'm a lot better off than when I was without treatment.
And what are some things that you have noticed that worsen your symptoms?
Um, Tequila.
Maybe stress or
I try not to stress too much. Um, I've never really stressed a lot, so I'm
no
very easygoing.
negative emotions, anything like that.
Well, I try to identify them as soon as possible and get them out of my system.
Yeah, and what are your hopes for the future development of PD in your experience?
Um, I believe there's a cure for everything. We might just be looking in the wrong direction.